the outcome of your life is determined by only two things: the quality of your decisions and luck. So you better figure out which is which. And then you also have to get really comfortable with the luck element and not obsess about it, because you have no control over that part. That just is. And you have to get really obsessed with, how do I improve the decision-making part of my life, because that's the thing that I have control over. The problem for us is that thinking about that decision-making part of your life is really painful. Because if you have a bad outcome,
Right.
isn't it a lot nicer to say that that was bad luck? Then we don't have to feel like, then it's not our fault. We don't have to feel like we were wrong. We don't have to feel like somehow we created this outcome for ourselves. And so we have this tendency when we're evaluating our own decisions,
Yep.
which is mostly what we learn from, that when good things happen, we take credit for them and we throw them into the skill bucket. And when bad things happen, we blame them on luck and we throw them into the luck bucket. Now, what that means is that there's all these learning opportunities that you're missing. Number one, that you've just said, that was bad luck because I just don't want to say that there was something to learn from it. So that's just bad luck. And then there's all these behaviors that you're reinforcing that you shouldn't. Mm-hmm. So when you do that pattern, it's like when I get through the red light, safely, it's because I'm such a great driver through red lights. And so let me just reinforce that behavior.
Right.
And if I ever get in an accident, it's not my fault. And in fact, here's kind of an interesting statistic. Close to 80% of accident reports are reported as not in a two-car vehicle, like two cars have an accident. Almost 80% of the time, drivers report that as not their fault, as the other driver's fault. Now, obviously, that's completely impossible. Now, here's how pervasive that is. 37% of the time that there's a single car accident, like you ran into a tree or something,
Right.
It's also reported as not the person's fault.
It's the tree's fault.
It's like, the pedestrian jumped in front of me, like there was, whatever. Yeah. So this is a really pervasive problem. It's called self-serving bias. And this is really the reason why, if we really get down to it, why is it that we don't just automatically become experts when we have lots and lots of experience? It's because we don't necessarily learn from the experience. Right.